on then, everybody. Hope you are well. Welcome back to the channel. Got another video for you today. So today we will be starting off with more car prep. We're trying to get it done. I know it might be interesting to some and not to others, but this is the ins and outs of prepping a rally car, especially when you've got two rallies coming up. And she's still not ready or got an MOT or anything, so we need to get a crack on. So today I'm going to be starting off with reinstalling the pedal box. That was all painted up, all the mounting positions and everything. I'm just looking at it on the bench over here as we speak. So I've got that to do, and then I mounted up, well, mock fit the fire bottles, extinguishers. So I think they will be in, I want to say in, by the end of this video. So once we've done that, I think it's seat time. Put the seats in. As you can see over here, there is a big box and it has got two Sparco seats in it, and we've been pushing it around here, there and everywhere, and it's been doing my head in. So that's to come. What else have we got to do? There's that bird nest of wiring to all label up. I've got a labeling machine, so that will be all completed. I think I might do that once the seats are in, because it's really hard to bend over the roll cage and keep prepping the car, and it doesn't do anything to your back, put it that way. So once I've got the seats in, I can sit in them and redo that. So I think, yeah, so like the first job is to get the pedal box back in, get all the banjos on there with some new copper washers, because it's quite nice that you don't have to, well, nothing to manufacture on that front. So they had a pedal box in before, albeit it's moved back slightly, but everything still fits. So job's a good one. So yeah, that's today. It is now sort of like 6 o'clock at night. I've been in the bakery all day. So this is kind of an after hours car prep project today. It's a very busy time of year in a minute. So it's just been flat out a lot of hours. And Steve was saying the other day that I don't really know how, or don't really know anybody who's prepped a car after doing sort of like 75, 80 hours a week and then go and prep a car at night. But needs must. That's what you have to do if you're self-employed. So we're back on it. Ste and Caroline are in the Isle of Man for a few days, so should be catching up maybe with this episode, in and out little videos of what Ste can send me, so we'll keep you updated with what they're on with. So they're seeing some fast two-wheel bikes. It's not enough wheels for me. It's got motorbikes. Like, I've never been a keen fan of motorbikes. It's got to be 4 wheels. So yeah, they're going to museums and, you know, staying in their nice transit camper that they've got for the rest of the week. So yeah, job's a good one. We will crack on and pedal box in. So here is a bit of a close-up of that the pedal box bracket. So this is the stuff I've used. I don't know if anybody else uses it, but it's plastic coated, and it gives like a really good sort of powder coat finish. I'm quite impressed with it anyway. So it looks like a proper nice manufactured part, but, you know, something that you just weld together on gravel outside. It's right enough for me. So let's get her in. So there we have it. Got pedal box all mounted back up. I did want to replace this anti-skid stuff and put a bit on there as well. So I will do that. I will get the screw fix and do that. But for now, we'll just get her back in. There's the brake light switch that goes on this banjo just here. So, but yeah, all mounted in. Got some new hardware and stuff in there. So job is a good one. Right, let's get her in. Well, I'm having a nightmare. I've just had to just make these holes a little bit bigger, so we've got a little bit more wiggle room. I don't know whether the heat, when welding it, just tweaked it a little bit in. Can I get that in the car? Can I hell? And it has been mounted in exactly the same place as well, so it must have, you know, tweaked in a little bit with the welding, but I've just made them a little bit bigger, so we've got some wiggle room. God, I'm struggling on my own. So the trouble is, when you're on your own, so I'm trying to reach all the way back there from the side of the car here and get the nut in the tube. So yeah, I'll crack on anyway, but yeah, I might have to make these a little bit bigger as well. And then what happens is the big wash that I'm trying to put on it hits the side here as well. Struggling, but we'll get there. An hour and a half I've been trying to do that. I'll give up. I need 2 people to do that. I'm on my own. Oh, God, it's just too much. So I'm going to switch tactics and have a look at placing the fire bottles, but I do need to have a look at the blue book and figure out where the nozzles need to go in the cockpit, because there's supposed to be 2 nozzles plumbed in the cockpit and then 2 in the engine bay. So I will have a look right now, and they're not supposed to be facing the driver or navigator's face. But if the nozzles are at the front of the car, they're going to kind of squirt backwards, but to be continued. Watch this space on this one. Oh, here we go. Just consulting the instructions. For location for 2 occupants in the closed car, we recommend installing nozzles under the dashboard, pointed straight down into the footwell. So, like that one there, and then there is actually 4 nozzles to go. Install 4 nozzles into the engine bay corners to spray the largest area. So there's 1 on each corner this time. So on the previous one, we had just 2. So there's 6 nozzles altogether. Oh, let's crack on then. So here we have, these are the stickers to go on the bottom of the dash. We've got a pull cord and then a second pull cord. So there'll be 1 to the bottom of the screen and then 1 for inside the car, where both myself and the navigator can pull. And then these are the tee-off pieces, as you can see. These, the threaded side is for the 6 nozzles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 under the dash, like I said. And then, yeah, so they look alright. And now I'm guessing those little gold things are the grub nuts that sit on the end of the cable on the bottle handle. So threaded in there. So like I said, you can tee off and whatnot with all these jobbies. So let's go. So just trying to get my head around things. So it's saying bottle needs to be mounted in the back of the car. So hopefully I have enough room for this. It is only Honda Civic, so it's not a big car. So that comes out the bottle on this way, because the cables, so if you imagine, say this is the side of the car, so on the navigator's side, and then the actual pipe on short version come down the side of the navi seat. So up the middle here will be the pull cables, and then this will tee off come under the dash to the navi footwell. So that's the navi footwell, that's the driver footwell. Then this will come down here, continue along and come to the front passenger headlight sort of area, driver side headlight area. This will be where the master cylinder brake fluid will be in the car, and then that's the last one, tee off. Sorry, that way around, with a nozzle facing to the engine bay. So this is engine bay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the car one. Right, so now it's just a case of somehow fitting the bottle and the battery to be continued with this one. So it's saying that it needs to be obviously this way. It's going to get busy around here, isn't it? I know a lot of you are probably saying, well, why don't you put the battery on this side? Which might be the answer. The reason why I was trying to keep the fire bottle and the battery on this side is that I am heavier than any navigator that will sit in here. So I'm trying to just balance the car a little bit. There's not much we can move around in the car. Fuel tank's in its factory place. Obviously the ECU and the fuse box, they're not weighing anything. So there's not really much we can actually ballast over to that side. So if I can put a big heavy bottle and a battery over there, it will probably be more recommended, shall we say.
Plus, also trying to get a toolbox here like it was back in its original position. So I think I am going to try and get the battery and the bottle on this side for that reason. I'm not saying they're going to weigh up to the weight of what me compared to someone else is, but there is another bottle down there as well on the passenger side, but it'll help, won't it? So yeah, a little bit of jiggery pokery. I have got a new battery box on its way, so I'm a bit hesitant to sort of like start fixing that bottle in until I get that battery box. It is on the way from Motorsport Tools. I have also ordered a new Navi footrest as well. So I'm a bit hesitant, really, because this kind of needs, those two need fitting at the same time. And depending on where they go, there's no point in putting the line in, is there? Because I don't know if this is going to be, I don't know where this is going to go. So it's nice that you get a lot of, I've got another coil of that as well. So this is the aluminium line that obviously goes into the bottle, but I do also have another coil of it. So I've got plenty to make a neat job of it. Okay, so I think that is going to be hurry up and wait for the battery box, I think, because I have ordered I don't know what sort of size it is until it gets here, so I can't start mocking stuff up really. I'm a bit annoyed really because those are the last the last job to get the fire bottles in before I can start fitting the seat. Yeah, that's annoying. Anyway, I'll have a play and see what I can do. So, I think I can't really avoid it. I think I'm going to have to put the battery on that side, and then that is sort of like the comfiest place that actually sits. I can't move it any further this way because we can see these. You can see these spot welds, factory spot welds. That's actually inside the chassis leg. So if I try and mount that here, I can't get through to the other side, and then all that's enclosed off on the bottom side of the car. So I can get to some nice big washers and fixings on here. But yeah, all determined on how long the cable pull cords are. So bring them down the centre of the car or down there. But if they come down the centre of the car, they'll curl back here and they go straight into here, which is what I was kind of hoping they'll reach. So hopefully that'll work. And like I say, there's nothing I can do about it. The battery's just going to have to live on that side, I think. But means I can get this in now and get it all fixed in. So what I'll do is I'll drill some holes into these like the seating brackets, and then straight through. But I think that's how she's going to live. It would have been nice to get the battery over there, but I suppose the other thing we could do is maybe put the battery back here, do like a relocate. So there's not a right lot of room though, because by the time you've got a spare wheel in here and the battery box that I've got, it's not a small one. So like again, maybe put it back here. A lot of people do put them behind the Navi seat, but I've got this bar here and I'm trying to get the Navi seat back as far as possible. So I don't know if there's going to be any room. If it does fit there, jobs are good, and do you know what I mean? Got the Earth cable all here ready to go, and we've got that live cable there. So to be continued on that, but I think that's where she's going to have to live anyway, because it's the only sort of flat mounting position that we've got in the car. So yeah, we'll be happy with that. So yeah, let's drill some holes in these little brackets and get that bottle mounted. So these are the pull cords. So those obviously they're the whole length of the car pretty much. So I think routing those won't be too much of an issue. It would be nice to get them. So obviously the bottles there. So there's like an extra metre on them. So it would be nice to. So these are my old ones. That one needs to come out. I need to take this scuttle panel off and then take these old ones out. And I've got a new one there for the kill switch.
So this will be the kill switch. That'll be the extinguisher. They've got new stickers down there for the extinguisher because I got told off at scrutineering once because that sticker's too small and that sticker's too small. But then these new ones that I put over the top have faded. So I think I'm going to be taking that scuttle panel off first, just making sure that these are going to be long enough to position where I want them to be. So first things first, let's get this scuttle panel off. So got the scuttle panel off. That's obviously laid down here, and then I've got a cable that runs through for the lamp pod. It's kind of the only sort of place that it will go through the scuttle nicely, so I don't really want to start undoing all the wires and stuff for that, so we'll just work as we are here. So as you can see on the back of these, it's had the old pull cords on there, so we'll get rid of them, and then the two holes there go through into the car, so we'll do that now. Oh, well, that was a mission. Yep, I have just been drilling these out. As you can see, they are down there on the floor, rusty, horrible things. I'm getting tortured tonight, so I'm getting a bit sidetracked. So I've had to take the wipers off. As you can see, there's the wiper motors where they should live, and it's a bit clean under there, I must admit. So we're giving them a bit of a spruce up because they're a bit bare metal, some of them, and they've got overspray and rubbish on them. So a little bit of primer again. We're on Caz's washing line. Hope you don't mind, Caroline. And then a bit of plastic coaty black again. See what they look like. So there we go. Got them in primer. Look, will come out quite nice, I think. So all the bare metal's just gone anyway. So I'll let them tack off for a bit. Spray them with some black. Meanwhile, while I'm in the garage messing about with fire extinguishers and all the rest of it and painting random bits, I wonder what Ste and Caz are up to.
Morning everybody, Monday Wild Rally fans, here we are. Here's Cazzy.
Hi.
Like the big thing over there, you can probably see, that's what we're going on. Got a load of transit fans here. It's now 12:20 in the morning, a bit early. Got my TT t-shirt on, so let's see if we can get on that big floaty thing. Here we go, look, Ben McCree, obviously no fags, not that we smoke. This, she's made herself at home, so she's our digs for tonight. Nice bed, bit of Italian there, bathroom. We've raided all the free biscuits because we're greedy. Absolutely mega, get our head down. Here we go then, come to the Isle of Man, week holiday, listen to this. Absolutely lashing it down. At least the chairs work, eh Caz?
Yeah.
Nice and comfy. Probably go to the Manx Motor Museum this afternoon, see what the weather's like. We're kind of waiting for the rain to stop and peg the rest of the tent out. But at the moment, it's not happening. Come to the Isle of Man, check out the world famous scenery. For nowadays, fog. At least it's not as rainy. So here we go then. TT Museum, Manx Motor Museum. Massive building. Quite a few people here, weather's bad today. Let's go see what it's about. Good evening, rally fans. Hope you are well. Well, we've had a decent first day. We've been to the Manx Motor Museum after a McDonald's breakfast because at 6 o'clock in the morning it's so low. Manx Motor Museum was good. Loads of unusual stuff for me. 205 GTI, proper car. There was some rare BMW stuff. I mean, it's quite big. It's a massive place, so that was quite good. So we went from there and went to Ramsey and had a little drive around. Couldn't park anywhere because we needed a parking disc. So then we went to Douglas, further Coast Road. Got one of them. Went to the Cregda Bar for tea. Came back and then found out that the van charge is dead. So we've had to swap a lot of stuff around. But we've got a solar charger and a split charge. But the mains hookup CTEC's not having it. So instead we're having to drink the good stuff by Candlelight. Tremendous. I think tomorrow we're going to go on the steam train to Port Erin. Never done that before. I don't think I've ever been on a steam train. Not that I can remember. And then it's practice tomorrow night because it got rained off today. So fingers crossed we'll actually see some action tomorrow. See you then. Bye. Bye. Good evening. Hope you are well. The sun's shining. We're up on the mountain course watching a few bikes. Cracking evening. As you can see, it's flipping gold.
Okay, first coat of black on. Maybe it's come up like new. Hang on, let's see. Let's get a light on. There we go. They're looking pretty good today. Happy days. That's the. Oh, it's a little bit dry there. I'll get that on the next coat. But gloss black, nice and shiny. Job is a good one. Happy days. Oh, tell you what, I am on the struggle bus tonight. Right, so I'll just spin this camera around and show you what I want to. So, got the scuttle panel back on. This is my little technique of getting these back in here because I've got to tuck the scuttle panel back under there because it's got this bit on the Honda. Might be different on different cars. Then I bend it in the middle, get the other side in, and then I've got the bolts there and there. So when you slide these in, and then you let the bonnet down a little bit, and then you've just got enough room just under there to get your spanner in and tighten them up. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So there we have it, all tightened in, nice and neat. Job is a good one. I've just taken the old, just on the floor down there, that's the old fire extinguisher nozzles, which came along the back of the firewall, and then one was on that top mount, one was on here. So obviously this time there's 4 going in engine bay now. I'm just done with this. So this is the centre panel from the dash. Got a nice plate on the back of there. This will be going back in, I think for tonight I'm going to call it, because I am tired and it is about 11:30 at night right now. I've been struggling with that pedal box, I've been struggling with scuttle panels, I've been trying to find a place to put the extinguisher and battery and whatnot. So today we're done. So I think tomorrow is going to be, well, not too distant future, is going to be delivery for this battery box. Like I say, I think it'll have to live at the other side anyway. Quite happy with where that positioning is. The more I look at it, the more I like it on that plumbed-in fire extinguisher system, which means, so from here, so I'll just show you. So that's the outlet for the extinguisher. The cable is long enough, can you see there, that pull cable, so that goes into the handle there. The outlet will come down here, run alongside the car here, and then back up through the firewall. Well, tee off first, so there'll be one nozzle just under here, and then, like I said, God, it looks a mess, doesn't it, at the minute, that wiring, that is winding me up. And then it'll go into the firewall and do the nozzles in there. But then for tonight, that's enough. I'm just going to get this in, put the 4 screws back in it, and then that's me tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a bit more energy, because I am out. Now then, next day, and we're back on it. So we're in the garage, and we've got some more parcels delivered. Wonder what these could be. Let's have a look. Right, first off, you loving me knife opener. This is, just bought this from Tool Station. That's going to be doing the screen, isn't it? And this could keep all the navigators happy, because let's have a quick unboxing. Oh, I'll say quick, it's wrapped up like a mummy. So I was looking at the old one, I thought, shall I paint it or do I just get a new one? And I thought, you know what, seeing as everything else is all sort of new on the car, let's see it. Oh, back in a sec. Getting nearer. Is that any clues? Jesus, that's it, finally. So here we have it. Nice new Motormech foot jobby for navigator. I see that it's got a bit of a bend in it though. Is that supposed to be there? I'm not sure. It looks smack on it middle. I don't know if that's supposed to be there myself, but we'll just have to bend it back, won't we? But yeah. Happy days. Well, we've got her in the car, and it looks all right. Shame it's got a few like delivery battered, but I'll spin the camera around and show you. So she fits nice. The fire bottle here, nothing behind it, which is cool. But we've got a bit of a scuff up there, and this top corner's a bit bent. And obviously the bottom bit was a bit bent, but anyway, she's in, she fits, she's not in, but you know, she fits in the space that we need it to, so a lot bigger than the last one, so I am actually pretty glad that I did go with a new one, to be fair. So there's a little horn button to core in at the top there, just in case we need that. Job's a good one, so that's nice. Back to the other boxes. Right, and this is the bad bit that I've been needing, isn't it? For the fail of the other one. So this is a titanium coloured battery box. Brilliant. Can't get it out of the box. Oh, hang on. And it's all falling to bits. Oh, there's some bolts in there. A bit of eights anyway, won't it? Well, there we go. We'll take two. That was Steve calling. But here we have it. Motormech battery box. Very nice thing. Nicely TIG welded on the corners. Get some nice mounting holes in there. Job's a good one. Let's try the battery. I'm sure it'll fit this one. And she fits. Check that out. So it does come with this longer hardware for obviously taller batteries. But yeah, job is a good one, right? Not without injury though. Stanley knife blade. I'm just trimming these down and then I've cut my finger. Nice one. That's on top of today's hand burn. Straight fresh from the oven. Really not having a good day on the injury front, but let's get this positioned in. Next thing on the list that arrived today also is some of these bad boys in the theme colour. So these are to also go in the car. Those will go into the Navi box, Navi section, Navi box. Right, happy days. Let's crack on, because I've also got some of this, which is Rhino and, oh, look at the injury that I've done. Nice. First aid 101. Rhino tape. So this is some proper grippy stuff to go on the pedal box. I'm just going to buzz the old stuff off and then we'll get some of this on, see if we can make a nice neat job of it. There we have it, all nicely tidied up. Right. This should fit and then just trim up nicely. Happy days. The girl's arrived. She's I've given her a job of cleaning the overspray on the inside of the screen with a new the new paint scraper. I don't think she's very happy. She said the car's claustrophobic. But anyway, back to this. Got these all marked up. Just going to peel the back off them and then probably cut myself again with some new Stanley knives. Let's crack on. What do you think of my new pedals?
Sexy.
Look at them. Just got them all nicely trimmed up. So there is a tiny bit showing on that edge there, but it's 50mm wide tape and that looks like it's right about 50mm. But hey, that's ace, isn't it? It's like we know what we're doing or something, but I really am just having a go at this. So proper sticky 3M sort of stuff on the back of there. Once that's on, that is not coming off. Job's a good one. New pedal box. Right, girl's got the important job of cleaning the screen up. Just a little bit of overspray in it. She's not happy.
Hilarious.
Not happy at all. So I'm on the drill and I've just marked these. There's some very faint little dots on here where the mounting positions are going to be for the bottle. So let's get cracked on and get that in the car tonight. So my goal is for tonight to get the plumbed in fire extinguisher bottle mounted, the new battery box mounted, and the pedal box mounted. Easy to help. So that's quite cool. And then I've got trying to get some lines and nozzles installed. If I can get that done, that'll be a massive tick off the list and a big jump forward. And then hopefully try and get the handheld extinguisher mounted as well, and the footrest that's just arrived. So hopefully I can get that all cracked on. Once I've done that, it's literally sleep time. So if I can get the nozzles fitted for the fire extinguisher inside the footwells of the car, and then it'll just be through the firewall, and I can mess around the engine bay then and route all that. So fingers crossed, we'll make some progress. Progress report,
Just don't even talk to me.
She's not happy. What time is it?
About 9 o'clock.
It's about 9 o'clock. We have been on the struggle bus, haven't we? It has not been easy. We've been struggling to mount this fire bottle, and then we've had to relocate because of that, we've had trouble. We've had to relocate the battery to somewhere else. So I'll turn the camera around and show you now. Right, here we are. Ah, that's my head. Laughing up. Right, so she's in. Sturdy as you like. Happy days. Right, so I was going to put the battery there, but because this was such a nightmare, we've had to drop the fuel tank and all the rest of it to get that in.
sod that off. And I wanted to put it on the left-hand side anyway. So she's back here now. This is a new, we had to chop a little bit here, just off the front of it there, just to help with the spare wheel getting in and out. But it's not so bad. It's literally only just and so. But yeah, earth straps on there. So what I'll have to do is run a new live cable just down here, nice and neat. Maybe along that side of the car or somewhere. But yeah, she's in. Next, last one, pedal box. You're not happy, are you?
No.
Now then, everyone, next day. It's it was a bit trying last night. Me and Em were struggling, and it was late, and we just couldn't get it done. So we just packed up and went home. But we're back on it. So we've got more jobs to do today. So by the end of this tonight, so it's about 5 o'clock now. I've just come straight from the bakery, rushing down here. If I can get the pedal box finally mounted tonight, that will be ace. And then plumbing that fire extinguisher that I've put in yesterday, and then get the navigator's foot plate mounted up. It's only 4 bolts for that, so I might have to drill some new holes for that. And then we should be looking at maybe putting seats in by the end of tonight, hopefully. Once the seats are in, we'll be pretty near at that. I have ordered a new cable for that battery relocation that's right in the back of the car now, so that's on its way with new connectors and stuff like that. So I'm just going to quickly try and get these bolts in for this pedal box that we were struggling with last night and crack on to the next. We'll get there. I've got a big food festival this weekend, so yeah, there's a lot of work involved at the moment, so it's not just rally prep, but we're doing our best. You know, work comes first on it and all that, but she's starting to take some shape, so we'll crack on.
And she's in. Right, well, that was a bit of a nightmare with trying to bolt that damn thing, but I've got 2 more bolts at the front, but that also has a dome-head capped on there, and it actually clamps down the aluminium plate that my feet rest on, and there's a little bolt there at the front as well, so it's 1, 2, 3. But yeah, happy days. Just talking about that aluminium plate, we're going with a black sort of theme, so I'll just put a bit of primer on this, and again we're going with our trusty friend Plastic Coated Black in a minute, so let that tack off, and we'll have some black paint on that, and then she'll go in along with the navy footrest on that side. But I think the next job now is to get this tubing in from the fire extinguisher. We're going to put it nice and neat, so we're going to just curve it nicely behind the roll cage down there. Probably dip down, actually. So whether it's that side of the roll cage, but we're going to dip down and we're going to run right along there. And with those fasteners as well, I'll run this new power line that's coming all the way across the back here, and then that will run along there, along that contour to the battery box, which is now back yonder. So that'll be nice and neat, won't it? So I'll use the same zip ties to fasten that up as well. So next up, feed this through the car, and I think maybe, well, I was going to say through the firewall, but I think we might just stick with the car bit for now. Like I say, we'll go along there, then it's to come under there, and under here there's a jet. So next job. Look at that, she's like a new one. Got a little bit of gloss black. Happy days. So far so good. The girls arrived and we've just sent off to Screwfix for some more zip tie mounting position things. So got this in here. So this is the tee off for the fire extinguisher. So I've yet to make this bit just yet. Like I say, we need some more mounting thing for the cable tie jobbies. But we've got it. So this scuttle panel is just it needs fastening down properly yet, but comes out of there, goes inside the wing, it does come around here, just under the headlight, and that's the first nozzle. So obviously a manifold. Just doing this next join here, so follow the scuttle panel underneath here, bend up there, and then we'll have another jet here, spraying that way. Then same again, I'll continue along and then go under that wing, and then have another jet facing this way. Probably put it up behind the scuttle panel, to be fair. And then the last jet will be here, spraying fuel rail. Job's a good one. Okay, so little update. Been about an hour and a half. The girl's arrived. She's back. So we are plumbing in the extinguisher. So I think we're doing all right. I think now. Let's just turn this camera around. So this is the last piece of the puzzle. So this just needs cutting off here, and then there is that. Can I grab that? There's a 90-degree. Well, it was until I dropped it right onto the sump guard. That is to aim at the fuel rail. So that's the last one. So comes along here. There's a nice little jet aiming at hot stuff. Comes along the scuttle panel to this one. So that aims that way. Then there's another one back here which aims at the fuel rail from this direction. And then the last one will be over there. Are you impressed? Right, should have a look in the car as well. So done a little bit of work in here as well. I'll turn this lamp on. So done a bit of plumbing. We've got some nice wavy bits there. So these are, so I've got a little cable tie on there. That's a little tie on there. So it goes under here. So it comes along there. Fits really nice in that corner, just in front of the cage. Comes up around the back of the cage. And then tees off onto a jet there, and then that will continue on. So from there into the other side. Can't do that just yet because, well, this is the bit that I'm going to be using. So, yeah, we'll do that. There we go. Got the last little one on there, so that aims nicely at all the fuely stuff. And we'll really point it in the right direction. Happy days. Right, well that is engine bay, fire extinguisher sorted. Got these 2 lengths left. Last little bit to go in the driver's footwell over yonder. Right, well we're making some progress I think. Just going along here now, putting some zip ties on these, tidying all this up. So as you can see it all splits off, but what I'm doing is, you know, neatening it all up, make it all nice and tidy. Then it'll get to the back. And then these will bend round and then go into the little noggin things there. Job is a good one. Okay, so it's seat fitting time. Just done a little mock-up test fit. I can't go any further back because she's touching the cage there. I think this seat's got a bit more further rake back than what the old one had. It was a lot further forward, so, but she's nice. Miles comfier than the last seat. And the distance between the pedals, my knees aren't as bent, so that's a win. Wheels in a very nice place as well. Job is a good one. Right, so we're just under here now, marking out which holes we're going to use on these seat tubes. So we're in. For the first time ever, my knees are actually lower than the steering wheel. This wheel's not stopping, I've got a new one, but can reach that absolutely fine. Seat fits nice. Job's a good one. Oh, I'll tell you what, that feels so much better because I've not got a massive bend in my leg. So I'm not going to get cramped now. Happy days. Are you happy? Hands on your hips. Smile. Really no. She's not happy. Working in the garage at 11 o'clock at night. That's why she's not happy. So yeah, happy days. Now for the Navi. Now I know which one this is stopping on. So, cool. Job's a good one. Well, there we have it. 2 seats, kind of mocked up in the car. We're just struggling a little bit with seat mounts on this one because it's a narrower seat than the one before, and the seat mounts are not going to work, I don't think. So I'm going to try the seat mounts off that one onto here. Those are slightly different with an XL seat for mine. And then I'll see if I can just order the same ones. I think they'll work. But yeah, happy days. They all sit nice. Obviously, one's taller than the other. I'm playing with sort of moving this one forward and whatnot to get the navigators back as far as possible. And then I've got a little sticker line on the floor where the footrest is going. Just in front of the footrest will be the fire extinguisher bottle, and then a little bit of room there for whatever bag or whatnot. But coming along nicely. But that's it for tonight for me and the girl in the garage. It's late. We've got what I wanted to get done, which was that fire extinguisher harness lines and whatnot. And so that's what I wanted to do, really. And we've got the pedal box back in. And yeah, pretty much all round job's a good one. Now we can get rid of this massive cardboard box that's been in the way for God knows how long. But... So that's going to be it for this one. We will see you on the next episode. Click the subscribe button, and if you want some flapjack, it's thewildbakery.co.uk if you want to sponsor us. Here's the advert.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.